This is the Turf Zone Podcast, your central information and news hub, bringing together professionals from turf associations across multiple states to share things to help you in your business. Brought to you in partnership with our friends at the Turfgrass Council of North Carolina. This episode is sponsored in part by Sod, world-class service on demand. Visit us online at www.buysod.com. Now, let's get in the zone.
Welcome to the Turf Zone. In this episode, we feature an article titled Member Spotlight on Seth Klopp, NCCTP. City of Raleigh Parks, Recreation and Cultural Resources. Why did you join TCNC? I joined after I was hired because I needed to become an NC-certified turfgrass professional within 6 months of being brought on to the City of Raleigh. I also realized the opportunity in continuing my education, gaining valuable knowledge, and making connections with others in the industry. This also gave me an opportunity to further my leadership abilities and to help make me a more well-rounded professional. What do you love most about TCNC? I really think TCNC does a good job at relaying information and events going on around the turf industry in North Carolina. Since I'm a graduate of North Carolina State University, I appreciate the fact that the council works so closely with the university and is able to use professors and turf experts at conferences and shows to help new and old people interested in turf or are working within the industry. How has your career benefited from being a member? Having the NCCTP certification makes me a more valuable employee, leader, and supervisor. I'm able to better represent the industry as well as help others and connect with those who may be working on similar projects, work issues, or other relatable products and needs with and around turf in North Carolina. Also, I take a lot of pride in knowing I belong to a turf council who has the industry's best interests in mind. What is your favorite TCNC event and why? I've only been to a few, but I would say anytime there is an opportunity to catch a council meeting and to have a meal and time to connect with other turf professionals. I usually run into someone I haven't seen in a while or professors that I had at State around 13 years ago. This is also a great opportunity to learn more from the state's greatest turf scientists at these types of events. How do you define success in the turf industry? Success in the turf business may be defined as having the ability to meet the needs of all user groups. We as turf professionals are being challenged more and more each day. When considering the safety of the users, the safety of the environment, and the safety of our employees, it's so important to follow recommended fertilizer and pesticide rates, making sure to clean equipment properly, and to use PPE. We also need to keep in mind the importance of relaying information and educating coaches and user groups as to why we are doing what we are. Also, we have to be advocates for each other. Whether it's equipment, funding, or other resources, we need to be able to tell our story to the people in charge of spending and budgeting so that we are given the tools needed to provide the best product. For all resources associated with this article, check out our show notes. Don't miss an episode. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at theturfzone.com.
You've been listening to the Turf Zone. Thank you to our sponsors, including Sod, world-class service on demand. Visit us online at www.buysod.com. For more episodes of the Turf Zone, visit theturfzone.com and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app.